Ridge was such a good kid, and then it's almost like he died because he's in a different world now. For the majority of Ridge's life, he functioned completely normal, had lots of friends, and then it just went south.
I just kept, I just keep on keeping on.
Ridge developed tics in his face and his body. Ridge has a hard time communicating.
That's what I do for fun. That's what yell like that.
Ridge's smile is uncontrollable, and his eyebrows raise up. It's just not him. Sometimes his arm movements, he'll have crazy arm movement, he'll go down, and he'll have his lips pooched together like, and it just stays there. Sometimes Ridge would just say the word fruit.
Fresh fruit, nutritious, exercise.
Then he would say the word power, and that would be it.
Powerful. I think that's a great thing.
I remember looking back when Ridge had a concussion playing high school football. That's when he started getting facial tics. I did not take Ridge to the doctor. I wish I could go back and change it. Ridge went to college, and then it was a disaster. They did different kind of drugs, synthetic marijuana. Ridge was severely hazed. Ridge ended up failing out of college. He could not function. Since Ridge has been home from college, my life has been a living hell. Ridge is not able to hold a job. I don't know what Ridge is dealing with. I'm way over my head.
Well, Pattie, it's good to meet you. You say that you're in over your head, and I want to confirm that. You certainly are. This is a complex situation.
I think it's taken over his life, for sure.
What was he like before this change? Just describe him.
Ridge was the most amazing kid. He was funny. He played football. He had lots of friends. He showed pigs in high school, and he did really well. He knew how to feed them. That's kind of like being a chemist, trying to feed a show pig.
Right. He was in FFA, right?
Yes.
And this is a big competition, and there's a lot that goes into that.
Yes, sir. It's hours and hours of work.
Before college, if we can just kind of run things down, he was really on top of things in his life. He was a football star. He showed these champion pigs, as we said. He had good grades, right?
Yes.
He had agricultural scholarships. He was popular, funny, well-liked, very expressive. He was an outgoing
Yes, sir. He was very outgoing.
very extroverted.
Yes.
But then, since college, he lost his scholarships because of bad grades. He couldn't transfer from one school to another. He became a heavy drinker. He was abusing Adderall. He got involved with K2. They call it synthetic marijuana, which is a misnomer because it's not marijuana at all. But we'll talk more about that in a minute. And then he started to develop facial and body tics. He started wandering the streets. He's had a few jobs, but they only last very short time, right?
Yes, sir.
Because he's very unpredictable. You don't know if he's going to show up or what he's going to do when he gets there. And so he's lost 3 jobs that he was able to get. And he gets them because he can be presentable for a short period of time.
Yes, sir.
But then you get into what we're looking at here with these unusual postures and tics, and he might not show up and be found wandering on the streets doing this kind of thing.
I'm afraid when he's on the street, sometimes he tries to act like he's jumping out in front of a car, and I'm like, I've got to find some help for my kid.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.